Hello there, this is Jedi Master Daniel 96, and in today's video I'll be doing a book recommendation. And this one, since the Obi Wan series has concluded, I thought why not give a recommendation of some books from Legends and Canon of Obi Wan and Vader. I thought if you want more Obi Wan and Vader content, hopefully this video will help you get into some books to read. So first off, I'll do Legends, and then I'll go to Canon after that. So, starting off with Rogue Planet, as this is a Legends book, and it's set between The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. It has Anakin and Obi-Wan's early days as Master and Apprentice, so you get that there. And then you even have some stuff like connections to the New Jedi Order series, which, happens like after Return of the Jedi in the Legends timeline. And you do have Vajir who will play a pivotal role in the Legends timeline as well. So definitely this is one good place if you want some early days of Anakin and Obi-Wan as Master and Apprentice. So there you go right there with Rogue Planet. And next up is a prequel to Attack of the Clones, The Approaching Storm. And definitely this expands on a line that Mace Windu mentions in Attack of the Clones about Obi-Wan's mission on Ancion. And definitely this book will have you covered right here to know more about it with Obi-Wan and Anakin's mission on the planet Ancion. So there you go right there. And next up is a comic. And this one is Clone Wars Volume 3, The Last Stand on Jabeam. As you know from the Kenobi series, the planet Jabeam made its way back into canon, and definitely you could find this probably in the Clone Wars epic collections, like the Marvel epic collections they have for the Legends comics, which I know Dark Horse now can do Star Wars comics again. I'm not sure if they're going to do a reprint of this, but if you want a fast, easy way to get a hold of this comic, I suggest finding the epic collections of Legends Clone Wars comics, and you'll definitely will find this story arc right here. It definitely has Obi-Wan and Anakin during the Clone Wars, and this is the pre-2008 Clone Wars story, so definitely that right there. And if you want more of it, it's got you covered right there with the Battle of Jabeam, so there you go. And next up is a trilogy of novels, which you got it right here. First off, Lamp of Evil, which is the Legends explanation for the business on Cato Mundia, which is what Obi-Wan mentions in Revenge of the Sith when he says to Anakin that business on Cato Mundia doesn't count. So definitely this book has you covered for the Legends timeline on that explanation. And it's set right before Revenge of the Sith. So there you go right there. And next up is the Revenge of the Sith novelization, as it does have some connections to the expanded universe, and it is linked with some two Legends books, why they call it the Dark Lord trilogy. And if you're a fan of Revenge of the Sith, you will love it even more by reading this book. It will enhance your love even more, and it will even give you more why it's the best Star Wars movie. And if you're not a fan of Revenge of the Sith, definitely this book will help you appreciate the movie even more, in my opinion. So Matthew Stover does a pretty good job enhancing the storyline of Revenge of the Sith, and there is an expanded universe connection, and the Battle of Jabeam is definitely one of those examples. So there you go, right there, on the Revenge of the Sith novelization. And next up is Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader by James Luceno. And this is set right after Revenge of the Sith. This is like Anakin's early days as Darth Vader, and you do even have a bit where Obi-Wan finds out Anakin is Vader in this book, so definitely here's some stuff checking out if you want some early days in the Legends timeline with Anakin as Darth Vader right here. So this book has you covered right here for all that. So that does it with the Dark Lord trilogy, and next Legends recommendation is Kenobi. As this is one of the last Expanded Universe books published, this book came out a year before they declared the Expanded Universe non-canon and rebranded it as Legends. This deals with Obi-Wan's life on Tatooine, and if you want that kind of stuff, this book has you covered right here for Obi-Wan's days on Tatooine, and John Jackson Miller does a pretty good job with it. So, and fun fact, this is definitely part of the Essential Legends collections with the reprints they're doing, so you can find it in this format or the Essential Legends collection. So you can definitely a very easy copy to get right here with the Kenobi novel. So that does it for the Legends section. So next up is Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. As this book is set before Episode 1 in the canon timeline, this deals with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan's days as Master and Apprentice, and you even get some bits with Count Dooku and Qui-Gon. So you do get a bit of both in this book with Qui-Gon and Count Dooku's days, and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon's days in here. So definitely the best of both worlds in this book, and Claudia Gray does a pretty good job with this novel. So definitely a must-read right here. And next up is the Canon Explanation for the Business on Cato Nemundia. As I mentioned in the Lamp of Evil, when I was talking about that for the recommendation for the Legends portion, as we get into the Canon portion of it right here. And you even get the early days of early interactions with Asajj Ventress in here, and I brought that up in the review, so that's that right there. And this is a really good book. I mean, definitely it's got everything. If you're an Anakin fan, an Obi Wan fan, this book has it right here with the book Brotherhood. Definitely another must-read right here for Anakin and Obi-Wan content right here. And this book came out recently as well. So not long before the Kenobi show came out, this book came out. So there you go. And next up is another novel in canon, and that is Lords of the Sith. And this is one of the early new canon books. Like, this is set between episodes 3 and 4, and it deals with Vader and Palpatine, and then we have some stuff with Ryloth in here, and you even get Cham Syndulla in this book, who's the father of Hera Syndulla from Rebels. So definitely, if you're a fan of Rebels and you want to see some Cham Syndulla and all the Ryloth stuff, this book has you covered right here. And if you're a Vader and a Palpatine fan, it's got you covered right here as well. So another good recommendation right here. And we're going into some comic books for canon. So first off is the Journals from Obi-Wan, and this collects some certain issues from the main Star Wars comic line, and this is from the 2015-2020 run, like the first volume of the main Star Wars run. And this is pretty much from the journals of Obi-Wan that Luke reads through in the comics. And even in one of them, you do have Black Chrysanthemum from the comics, who also made an appearance in the Book of Boba Fett. So if you want some Obi-Wan stuff and you want some Black Chrysanthemum right here, these comics have you covered right here. And you even get some bits on how Owen doesn't like Obi-Wan in this, so you do get that in here as well. So definitely all that has you covered right here. And next up is the 2017 to 2018 Vader run. This is the Charles Soule Vader comics. You have Volume 1 right here, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. So they're in single trades collected in 4 volumes, and this takes place right after Episode 3 in the canon timeline. You even get stuff with the Inquisitors. You have the Grand Inquisitor from Rebels and the Kenobi show. So you do get some stuff with the Inquisitors. You even have the Purge Troopers from Jedi Fallen Order in here as well. So definitely it's got some stuff in here. And then you have a bit where Vader comes with a mask of a old Sith Lord called Momin in here as well. And then you also get how Vader bleeds his lightsaber crystal in these in this comic series right here. So you do get the early days of Anakin in the Darth Vader suit right here as well. Definitely a very great comic book series. If you're a fan of comics in general, definitely check it out. And if you're a Vader fan, especially check out this comic series because it is amazing. And it is definitely one of the most well-received comics in the canon timeline. So that does it for me with the recommendations. So what did you think of these recommendations? Did you find it helpful? And I tried to give a best description as I could briefly, and that does it for me in this video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, tell your friends to subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Follow me on Twitter, DanRS87, Instagram, JMD96_YT, Facebook, JamMasterDaniel96. Have a great day. May the Force be with you. Bye.